Thanks for telling me about those.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets, and our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest night,
No evil shall escape my sight.
that those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to another week of Sector 2814, the Green Lantern Podcast. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Core, it is.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And I don't know, Kona, there's something off about you this week. I don't know what it is. Oh wait, that's not bad, Kona. That's Lilith Hellfire. Special guest Lilith Hellfire.
From 5 seconds in the past, apparently.
Yes. I knew it was somebody who said suck it. I just got the wrong one. All right, so people didn't think we'd do it. Well, probably Lil probably didn't think we'd do it. Episode 50.
We are not right, are we?
What?
No.
Not at all.
Doing this is wrong. I don't want to be right.
That's right.
No, it's wrong. All right, so. All right, so what's new? TV, movies. Oh, hey, I know. Hey, Lilith, have you watched any Book of Boba Fett yet?
No, thank you.
Oh, and that suck it in the chat room. That is the power of chat.
Show yourself.
Present yourself. Oh, I watch.
We'll summon him. Don't say that.
Oh, well, I have him in the feedback, so kind of, sort of. No, I just watched the season 2 premiere of Superman and Lois.
Oh, I did not know that was out. Is that good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I hate to say it, but I think it might be better than Flash now. So that saddens me. And Naomi's on right now, as we speak. The first episode.
I've heard good things about that.
Well, hopefully it'll be good. Yeah, I don't think they. Well, if they didn't let Bendis touch it, the TV show, right?
Bendis.
So, yeah, hopefully, yeah, we do that on Capes and Lunatics. So what else? What else are you watching, William?
We're about to finish off The Expanse. Final episode of the series, I think, is going to be this Friday. So just like a 6-episode season. They got a lot to wrap up. So I'm like, I have faith, but it's a lot to wrap up in just an hour.
Oh, I did catch up on Discovery.
Discovery's been really great too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's on hiatus now, I think, for a month or two, right?
Let me check my TV app. Usually gives me a countdown on when stuff's coming back. Let's see. Oh boy, I'm scrolling. 30 days. So yeah, about a month.
Cool. Very cool. And then you had mentioned that Justice League Legion of Superheroes is coming out this week too, I think, right?
Yes, it was actually out today. So yeah, I'll pick it up tomorrow. Yeah, Justice League versus Legion of Superheroes #1.
With a gold lantern.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen the gold lanterns before, or are they new to this?
It might have been. I don't know if it was like in some of those later in the Legion of Superheroes Bendis was writing. Like I said, I only read 2 or 3 issues of that, but yeah, he might have made an appearance there. So I don't know.
Cool. And then we're thinking maybe the new Green Lantern #10 next week, or was it this week?
It wasn't on my list unless I missed it here. I'm gonna do a quick search because it seems weird. It seems like some stuff takes longer to come back than others. Yeah, schedules always seem weird. Let's see. Green Lantern 10. Boy, I can't believe we're at 10 already.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, next week.
Next week? Okay.
Yep, the 18th.
Gotcha.
Oh my. Oh, there's Jon Stewart on the cover, and it says The Ascension of Jon Stewart. Ooh.
I've seen the cover. Yes, it looks pretty good.
Wait. Are we finally going to be dealing with the fallout of Mosaic?
Maybe. It's funny. I have a search looking for Quasar original art or Green Lantern original art because I'm interested, and I've actually seen some pages from Mosaic showing up. I'll have to send you the link later.
Yeah.
And then they have some pages with Kyle. I've seen some pages with Kyle and some from the with Hal from the the 90s series.
Yes.
But hey, Lilith. So I'm trying to think what else is going on. That's about all I think I've been reading lately. I did pick up DC versus Vampires, but I haven't read it yet. Man, I love Hal and I love like Zatanna, and they're both vampires. I'm like, dang it.
I was gonna say, good news for you, Will. Hal's in it, but bad news, he sucks.
He does, literally.
Suck it, Conan.
I don't know. I'm getting the distinct feeling that DC versus Vampires is a Batman story again.
You don't say. Get out of town.
Oh, that's right.
DC, Will.
Will, I shouldn't have had to have checked the schedule. Yeah, because Green Lantern 10 comes out next week. No, that's right, because there was an article. Every DC book this week either is a Batman book or a Batman related book, like a Harley Quinn or something. Every single DC book this week is Batman or Batman related.
What the heck?
They're going to change their name. They actually did it. They went and blew it up.
So they're going to change their name from DC to BC Comics, right? Batman Comics.
No, I guess what sells.
I love Batman.
Don't give Discovery any ideas.
Oh. So they basically just do anything for money at this point, right, Lilith? So it's like, hey, Batman, we got to,
Well, you can't really put your prize. Bottom dollar girl gets to stay in the house. She ain't got to work the streets. I don't think they understand how this whole thing works. She runs the house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Will, I was telling Lilith the other day, I think it might have been Bleeding Cold. There was some article somewhere, and they were announcing some new Black Label book, and they're like, in a bold move, DC announces a Black Label book that has nothing to do with Batman, Joker, or Harley Quinn.
Well, they did the one about Crocodile. I mean,
Yeah, that's the Catwoman book, right? By Cliff Chang. Is that the one?
Lonely City? I don't think they were announcing that one. Yeah, because they were like,
Lonely City. Yeah.
I mean, that is a good book, but yeah, I don't forget what they were announcing. But yeah, I don't think it was anything in the Batman world because they're like, man, this is different. A Black Label book with no Batman and no dong,
No bat influence.
The bat is everywhere.
That's what we're gonna have to go to our Black Label books for now. Oh no, that's gonna be the selling point. No Batman.
Although speaking of a Batman-related character that I think somebody on this very podcast might sort of like, Nightwing made it to like one of the top 10 best books from one of the big magazines, big Hollywood magazines. I can't remember what it was, but it was listed up there as one to pick up. I've heard good things about it.
Only because our Batgirl movie's coming out and he's going to be in it. Plus, Titans is doing okay for HBO Max, so got to throw the boys some bones there,
Mm-hmm.
Do you find the billionaire unrelatable? Well, we have a young guy with nice buns. You know?
And he can smile and tell a joke. Oh, thank
And
you,
he's got a
Chad.
great name for a dog. They're called like Bitewing.
Yes. Well, her name's Haley, but yeah, the code name's like Bitewing. Yeah. Chad says he's a
Sucking
sucker for dick.
ace.
Chad says he's a sucker for dick too.
That makes 3 of us. Waka waka.
Hey-o! Yes, I'm here for
that
dick.
Green Lantern TV show coming out? I just want to know. When is
They
it?
keep pushing
What's
it
the
back,
hold
right?
up?
Well, because last time they mentioned anything, they said it's going to be a while, right? Well,
Yeah, they said that I think they had just hired a production designer like back in October, November, somewhere in there, and they said, yeah, it's going to be. But they also cast Guy Gardner. You know, they've got an actor for Guy Gardner, so
Oh,
I don't know.
Is it the actor from Iron Fist?
oh,
That guy is a total Guy Gardner. I'm just saying, no shade to the actor, but he's got a punchable face, and that's like the number one quality you want to have is a Guy Gardner actor.
That is a pretty essential characteristic, isn't it, for Guy Gardner? Got to be a really punchable face.
Has Diggle done his thing on Superman yet? Wasn't there a crossover? I don't know if it happened
Diggle?
yet. Yeah.
like last season he
With
showed up.
Superman and Lois. It was last season?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm behind.
Yeah, I think Diggle made all his appearances for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was toward the end of the series. I mean, into that season, right? Like,
yeah, it was like he made appearance in like almost every show that season. Batwoman, Superman, Flash. Did he show up on?
I thought
I think a version
of
showed up on
somewhere this season though. Maybe it fell through because of that pandemic thing.
yeah, it's kind of a downer. Really a downer.
Unless he was supposed to be in Armageddon or something. I don't know.
Well, they brought.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
They brought the Ray back for that, right?
No, they brought Ray Palmer back for that.
Oh, not the Ray Palmer. Sorry.
Yeah.
You would think it was right there that he would have went for it, but
I was so close, and I snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
You don't want to be too on the nose.
Yeah.
Sorry, Phil.
I blew that.
So Lilith and I are going to be reviewing that Justice League versus Legion of Superheroes #1. So
number 1 with no promises of anything else.
Who's doing the art on that? I mean, we know who's writing it, of course, but yeah, who's doing the art?
Well, duh.
That gets overshadowed. This is right now.
I mean, yeah,
it could be Grant Morrison for all I care. I'm like, Alex Ross.
They better have some good art on that. Well, let me see. Wait. It's hard to. Scott Godleski.
Huh? I'm not familiar with
Didn't
that.
have anybody overshadowing him. Such a megalomaniac. I mean, I love the guy for some things, but let's just call an ace an ace here. He did do Adventures of Super Son though, that Scott guy. So he's a recent addition to the DC universe. So
yeah, I just think it's not, if there's any problem, it's not going to be the art.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Oh my God, Lil, did you just see? I just saw it today. I don't know how this slipped past me. Did you see that Studio 666 movie that comes out at like the end of February?
No.
Oh, I guess it's like a horror comedy movie starring the Foo Fighters.
Poor Dave Grohl's got so much money, doesn't know what to do.
I guess. I don't know.
He can donate to us. He can become a patron. We'll pander to him.
That's my favorite band. I will pander to you, sir.
Yeah.
We haven't had a Foo Fighter joke in a while.
All right, should we get to this issue since we have something good to read for the first time in like a month, Will?
Something better. Something better.
It's been a whole month.
I mean, there was 2 weeks of a Guy Gardner and Justice League crossover. Last week was the Siege of the Calamari or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad, Will, that you're also being tortured. Phil loves to torture me as well. So.
Oh, please.
He is a sadist. He is a sadist.
He made me do Armageddon. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, wow.
Every annual.
Doing the follow-up.
Armageddon 2001. That's a whole nother level, man.
There's some good and some not so good. Hawking up.
Look at this walking down.
Poor Hank Hall. Made monarch at the last moment.
I know, no respect. All right, kids. So yes, episode 50, we're covering Green Lantern, Silver Surfer, Unholy Alliances. Good luck finding this one.
I've never read this before you put it on the list.
Really?
I don't even know how this came about. I don't know how I missed it.
It was like one of the lead ups to the Marvel vs. DC. So.
Yeah, and that was the whole final page, is that cardboard box glowing, right? That's the DC versus Marvel stuff that came out of it. Or Marvel versus DC. Or I think it was both. I think half of the issues were one way and half of the issues were the other way. I
mean, and Ron, I don't know if anyone else, I'm trying to remember if anyone else did, but Ron Mars was really teasing that, because remember, like a few weeks ago when we covered Green Lantern 57, when Cal moves to New York and he runs into Wong, and it's, because he's on Bleecker Street.
Yeah, I wonder who else lives on Bleecker Street, huh?
I don't
know.
But,
I don't know. I'm still confused. It was a very strange story.
It was.
Oh, that's probably why.
Oh. Well, the next issue he did run into that magician,
Dr. Faustus? Was it Dr. Faustus?
That's right, Felix Files.
Felix Files. There we go.
You say Dr. Fouls. That should be Doctor Strange's name.
Yeah.
No,
but yeah, I mean, a whole bunch of
Richard Cox, honestly.
But a whole bunch of, I mean, there was what?
I hate Doctor Strange.
8, like 2 4-issue limited series about all Access, because he was the guy that could travel between, and then there were specific crossovers like this one and a few others, and then ultimately we get Avengers JLA like after 2000, I think, like 2004, 2003.
That's the other thing. Okay. Well, all right, kids, another 50 episodes.
Well, you just went and spoiled yourself, Will.
Well, I talked to Lilith. We're going to cross over with our Justice League podcast, I think. But episode 100, we'll do that JLA Avengers. So stay tuned for another 50 episodes, kids.
We'll get there. And by then we'll be close to Rebirth. Yes.
Oh, yeah. He can't wait for Hal to come back. The 2006 Rebirth, not the 2016. Okay.
Yeah. No, not the universe ride Rebirth, just Green Lantern Rebirth.
When Hal becomes a Green Lantern again and punches Batman.
Yes. You got to admit, that's pretty good. I mean.
Oh, Batman. Look. Will is a pro on crossovers.
Nice. That deserves the drums.
He's like, yes, plug me. All right.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, I had to hunt for a synopsis on this. But yes, this was released January 90. What?
Really?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it would be. I know. I went Marvel side, DC side, and it was just, no. But here we go. I did find one. All right, kids. Character you may never have heard of. Thanos has come to the DC universe as he has built a weapon. If you build it, they will come. And only the last Green Lantern's ring can activate it. In testing a rift between the two universes, Thanos pulls the cyborg Superman. Yes, kids. We also get
It's the
cyborg
90s.
yes, with his mullet into the Marvel universe and sends Terrax the Tamer into the DC one. Yes. Meanwhile, Parallax has traveled to the Marvel universe to pursue Cyborg and runs into the Silver Surfer in combat with him. I, of course, love how Jordan. Thanos saves.
Wait, you gotta
I
do the Thanos
about
show.
Jordan.
Oh,
Where's
my.
the button?
I'm gonna find it. I don't do myself a lot. Hell. Your mama's so big, Thanos had to snap twice.
Wow.
Classic fill drop right there.
Lilith Hellfire was right. Dust that one off. Oh!
Oh, nice.
Terrax looks like
I mean, he's not wrong.
Why
Tamer, that's really nice. I was gonna say Ross. Dress for less.
Or now you order Darkseid from Wish and you get Terrax the Tamer.
And, you know, Thanos is really just a bargain basement, you know, Darkseid. So there you go.
Oh.
Don't make the Bible. Don't feed the trolls. It's true, but don't feed the trolls. They do not like facts. Don't feed the trolls.
That is that's the very first drop in the number one position for Lilith Hellfire.
Don't feed the trolls.
No. I was gonna say, hey, no. Thanos is Darkseid with a helicopter.
Who let Thanos
The Thanos copter.
Oh wait, we better shut up about the Thanos copter. We're gonna summon somebody else.
We're doing me now.
Thanos saves Kal Rayner, the Green Lantern, from Terrax and convinces him to aid him in stopping Parallax from destroying both universes because he's petty like
Kyle's
that.
an idiot.
Hey, he's new.
I didn't say it. I did not say it.
He's new, and he don't know. Hey, give Kal credit, man. He doesn't know this guy, and he didn't judge him by his looks. So come on.
In the Marvel universe, you totally can judge a book by its cover. If they were purple or green or orange, run!
That's true. It was the mid-90s. He should have been like, wait a minute, you're not hot and don't have big boobs. Why should I trust you?
And even then,
the 90s
could have been a scroll.
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's going back to that wearing green thing again. So that we've covered that, right?
but if you're a Skrull, Lilith, and you want to gain someone's trust, why would you make yourself look like Thanos or Thanos?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you look like someone prettier?
Same difference, I know.
Okay. So you altered your form, but you kept the chin. Okay.
Peter Griffin before Peter Griffin was a thing, I guess.
Oh Lord. All right. Here's where Will's gonna roll his eyes and say, convince him to help him and aid him in stopping Parallax from destroying both universes. It is not until after he has gained the power of a destroyed Oa.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Will. Who destroyed Oa?
Kyle blew it up. Oh my God. It's like, oh, this powers you. Let's just blow it up. It's a whole planet. I'm sure there was nothing living on it.
Well, no, remember, it got blown up. And then we find out they evacuated Mosaic and everything. Will, remember? We learned that in Dark Stars.
Yeah, I'm sure. And Kyle knew that, right?
Argos?
No, Lord. How dare you, Chad?
Just throw them in a family zone. Call it done.
Noah.
Nice.
Lord. At least Darkseid's powers are multiversal. The gauntlet only works in one universe, Chad.
Actually, that reminds me of an awesome scene.
They're the only universe that matters to them.
In Avengers JLA, Darkseid gets the Infinity Gauntlet. It's like, it doesn't work.
Your hands are too small,
Yeah.
Oh, performance issues.
Yeah.
The Heather Osborne sad whistle.
Oh, Lil, come on. Yeah, performance issues from Thanos. Man, he really should have taken that blue chew. Please sponsor us.
If it's good enough for Joe Rogan, it's good enough for me. Wait, did they make green chew specifically just for this podcast? Because I would love good old Will to have to do some blue chew reads.
It's a giant size man.
Now in green.
It's a giant size man thing.
Oh, Lord. Blue chew, come on. How long do I gotta beg for it?
Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
But yeah, I had to get the blue chew in.
Somebody was trying to sneak it in.
So yes, destroy that Thanos reveals his true plan to destroy all of creation and be with his love, Lady Death.
She don't want you.
He's such a stalker, man. Meanwhile, he's getting cuckolded by Deadpool.
I love death. I'm gonna read you Edgar Allan Poe and buy you a pet raven.
Dude, and Thanos, you're in a pretty bad place when Deadpool is the hot guy compared to you.
Got those right over those cheekbones, man.
Oh, that's right. He's smart, but he has the cheekbones. That's right. He's like, Deadpool's going to meet Lady Death.
And I look as good as I do, no matter how old I am, and I date younger men.
I resent that comment. Oh wait, I resemble that comment.
Oh, I'm going to wear a gimp mask and murder people.
He doesn't need the gimp mask.
That's true. His face
is already kind of a pre-gimp mask thing going. So.
It's because you like to date young, handsome, dumb himbos, Lil. Come on. Parallax convinces the surfer
to give it to be bogged down.
Jeez.
Parallax convinces Silver Surfer. I just cruise from galaxy to galaxy.
Oh, whoa! She's slick, kids. Parallax convinces the surfer to give him the power cosmic to stop Thanos, but in the end, it takes the combined efforts of Green Lantern and the Silver Surfer to defeat the two mad villains. The end.
Sure.
The end.
Okay, of course, everyone here knows how, Kal Rayner's my favorite Green Lantern, but it seemed like he had an easier time with the Surfer than Quasar did, and that does not sit well with me.
I know.
No offense, fellas.
Kal Rayner's still new on the job, Lilith Hellfire.
Yeah. Well,
it's intuitive. Okay, either you have it or you don't. And apparently Quasar didn't. I'm sorry.
Get out!
But remember, he gave a whole bunch of the power cosmic to Parallax, so he was underpowered when he fought Style. So
true.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Better than none.
And Quasar had to throw his fight with the Surfer to save the multiverse. Remember?
That's right. Exactly. Because he's smart.
Any excuse is better than none.
Remember the story? What was the title? Horizon of Holes? Wasn't that it?
I think so.
How dare you?
Honestly, though, I think that Quasar would make, in the same way that Silver Surfer made a really good cartoon, that Quasar would make a good cartoon. And maybe Disney Plus will get on that. But they're not really focused on animation, unfortunately, anymore. So... you need that cosmic level fun for,
We talked about the Green Lantern animated series from like 2011. Is that
what that's the best interpretation of Green Lantern ever.
It's
Green
awesome.
Lantern, I love that show.
Yeah.
Will's been rewatching it, man. He loves that. I keep trying to set some time aside to rewatch it. Yeah,
and the soundtrack is
we had to mention that it was like a block.
Mm-hmm.
The brave and the bold, like they don't make them like that anymore.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Will's right. That soundtrack's good too, and the good stuff doesn't last that long.
Did
Yeah,
you
I mean,
make him watch the movie yet? Because we didn't get through it that one time.
Oh, that's right. I know. We tried that one time. We didn't get through it.
It was so bad. We just said we can't finish.
Well, you know what? Maybe we'll have to drag Will in if we do that on Patreon for our movie battle because we're battling for the
Roast of the century, Green Lantern.
We're like Green Lantern's gonna have to make it to the top six on DC side.
It should have been good. It should have been good. It had a great cast.
Well, you know the problem with that movie was, right? It was supposed to be a Flash movie. Ryan Reynolds is Barry Allen or Wally West. I'm just saying that's what happened. And they fudged it into a Green Lantern movie. So
yeah.
What?
And
how?
now
Ryan Reynolds is too likable to be Hal Jordan. I'm sorry.
Oh,
he's not wrong.
It's like how Bruce is really smug. It's that you have to have that square jaw that you just want to yada, but the ladies also want to yada, you know? It's a very delicate dichotomy. But
the movie, the failure of the movie is what got the animated series canceled, which is just, you know?
They stopped even focusing. They were just focusing on other lanterns at that point, too. They're like, let's just
Yeah, they have what is it, like 2 animated movies? I mean, I have here. Isn't the one just like short stories about like different lanterns and stuff?
Emerald Knights, I think, is one of them.
Yeah,
And then there was
I haven't watched that in forever. I gotta
you know where they got that from? I almost got them from the Batman animated series.
Like I told you, I think
the anthology vibes.
I mean, when we talked about that, the first episode of our Justice League and Justice Society episode, I think they got that from the Golden Age. Remember that for the All-Star Comics #3? For a story of the Justice Society, well, it's just them sitting around the table. Well, tell me why you're so great. Then you get a Flash story. Then you get a Hawkman story. Then it's like
nice.
The giant sausage fest is them sitting around the table. Tell me why you're so great.
Oh, but then they bring in, Wonder Woman as a secretary. Oh my, this is so bad now. So bad.
Well, it's not any worse than freaking Wasp or the Invisible Girl, like being the secretary. I'm like, she's the founding member of the thing. What?
Yep.
All right, Lilith, which is worse? Wonder Woman being the secretary or that Snickers ad?
The Snickers ad. There will be nothing, there will never be anything worse than that Snickers ad or that Twix double ad page thing at the bottom. Those are the 2 unforgivable things.
She hated those ads, man. Batman, Superman fighting Darkseid. Here, have a Snickers. You're not yourself. Then it's Wonder Woman.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't remember those. That's bad.
Not bad. The ad was like half a page. It was like, oh. They wasted a lot of
look for those now. I have not seen any of those.
I'm trying to remember, when was that? Was that like late New 52 or like even early Rebirth?
Late New 52, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll run across it then because I'm going to be doing a Green Lantern reread. So yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the tens were wild. Were a wild time.
Well, that's what happens when you reboot most of your line and not the rest of it.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll have to have a long box and boob window discussion about that one day. Definitely.
I know.
Conversation.
I think we're gonna have
welcome, of course.
I was gonna say have a round table. You, me, at least Will. Try to find some other DC people because I was gonna say Charlie ain't gonna know what's going on. Nobody DC, but
I like it. You don't know what you're talking about. Get out of here.
Was ambush bug in there?
Exactly.
Was ambush bug in there? Yeah, we're gonna have to do a round table and just like.
You can't tell me ambush bug wasn't rejected out of the core though. That's always kind of been my headcanon. It was like why he's has that meta commentary ability is like the ring bonded with him wrong or something. I don't know. That's just kind of always been my headcanon about ambush bug.
Wait, so you're saying ambush bug didn't get the spot? They gave it to Gnort instead.
Maybe.
All right. I said Gnort. There's your excuse, Will.
When he gives me his bone.
Like one of Will's favorite drops.
What's going on here, but I like it.
We were talking about Gnort one day.
He gives me his bone.
And Will just drop.
Yeah, Guy Gardner's explaining how he couldn't be mean to Gnort. He gave me his bone.
He gives me his bone.
It's just funny because if you're watching on YouTube, there's just a dog in a suit behind you.
That's Otis. Yep.
Okay. Well, that's the same thing with Lilith. She's not mean to people sometimes when they give her the bone.
That is not true at all. I mean, all times.
You were busy boning.
All right.
If
So
you
what?
date
All right.
me, you have a degradation fetish, okay? There, I said it. I'm not a nice person.
We got a death wish.
The big finish.
All
Jazz
right.
hands.
All right. So what are thoughts?
I
Well,
like
you know,
this
like
story.
When we were talking about it before we started recording, this made me realize something, that if your first exposure to Hal Jordan was after Emerald Twilight or during Emerald Twilight, I totally get why you could hate him, because oh my God, he's so freaking whiny. And it's like, ugh, it just hurts, man. It hurts.
I mean, well, this is like Lil's favorite version of Hal Jordan.
It is. 'Cause it shows his true intentions in nature. Hashtag.
Oh!
I mean, just think
Wow.
about his back. You have to think about his background and what it takes to be that kind of guy. And if you know in real life how those guys are, I'm just saying.
Forget the new 52 episode. I think for Patreon, I have to run a debate between you and Will on the merits of Hal Jordan. Is he a good hero? Is he a bad hero?
Hero, villain, anti-hero, or just a creepy guy who likes young girls? Find out.
Oh.
Burn.
Oh yeah, that's
Well, Lil,
bad decisions were made by writers.
I don't know how that was allowed at all. I have no
I don't
clue.
either.
I mean, did Hal Jordan invent the term grooming? He took this teenage girl and, well, I guess she tried to make herself look older, but
Yeah,
then
I
he lost,
just ignore that story. It's just that.
then he lost all interest. He lost all interest when she got amnesia.
Literally, Hal Jordan proves Joker's theory of all it takes is one bad day. I'm just saying. He does. And that's the thing to be the most upset about. You prove Joker right. And that's why Batman punched him. I don't know which one of you it was, but it was one of yous.
Oh my God! But just, hey, happy 50th episode, Will. I had brought Lilith Hellfire just punch you in the face with that Hal Jordan talk.
Oh,
He's an interesting character that needs to have somebody that loves him to be written well, that understands the quirks and intricacies of his personality, because sometimes he's very one note.
DC Comics. I wonder do we know any comic book writers who love Hal Jordan?
I don't know.
We gotta get that Green Lantern franchise back on the map here. So,
Dive Force of Hal Jordan.
Who could we get?
Dive Force of Hal Jordan.
I don't know. What did you said? Yeah, I was actually reading the Surfer at the time. Starlin had been writing it up until like 50, and then I think Mars took over at 51, right when all the first Infinity Gauntlet stuff was going on. Because everybody knows Silver Surfer 50 had a metallic cover. Yes. Yay, 90s.
Done that more, honestly.
Hey, man, you're publishing your own book now, man. You can do all that stuff. Metallic cover.
I may have to
I'm
try
sure that would have cost an arm and a leg. Yeah, metallic covers.
It's like only the top 1% donors get those.
Yeah. Glow in the dark. We got to do glow in the dark, prism, foil,
magic eye cover.
Cut. Do all of them at once. Then it'd be totally 90s.
Gatefold.
Gatefold. There you go. Yeah. How many things can we do to this cover?
Or like put like a big poster inside,
It's of
There you go,
always-
Will. Post what?
Roll out poster.
So you said you're a fan of the Surfer too, right, Lil?
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't know what happened to him, but he used to be really great. Like just really great. And this is like it made sense to me. Like this team up actually made sense to me,
Mm-hmm.
Some of them didn't. We won't point fingers.
Were you? Have you read this series of the Surfer, or was it a later one? I mean, no, I think Mike Allred did a
It's pretty
series.
much all the early stuff. I pretty much quit. I quit Marvel in like 2002 for like 10 years. But so yeah, all the old stuff definitely.
Awesome.
I haven't caught up on the new stuff yet.
Because Ron Lim on the Silver Surfer, that's awesome right there. He was on the Surfer for what, 5 years, 6 years, or more.
They don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah.
You get 25 issues, then you gotta go.
I know, man. I mean, the Surfer
Sad.
got what? The Surfer got like what? Like 100 and was it 140 some? I'm like,
think
yeah,
it-
that would
So
never
close,
happen.
yeah. It was so close.
I know when they do that, I'm like, why don't they just run it the one? Well, that was like what, late 90s. That was like the
Marvel bankruptcy problem.
Bankruptcy was looming.
yeah, cause that's when they
Why did
ended.
we get all these terrible movies in the early 2000s that were based on Marvel properties? I wonder why.
Daredevil.
Oh,
Wait, Trinity?
oh,
Elektra.
Fantastic Four is the second one. First one I'll give you, but the second one I was like, oh, you ruined it. I was looking forward to this.
you blew
Look at
it.
this. The CGI is awful.
Yeah, that was the bankers. I think that's why they ended it at whatever number they ended it at. Yeah, it was the bankruptcy because they ended Ghost Rider at like 93 or something. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man, you tell me they couldn't.
We'll go to it couldn't get to 100.
Ghost
Really.
Rider in the 90s didn't make it to 100. Let
Yeah.
that sink in.
It was the bankruptcy. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, they couldn't go 7 more
Oh yeah,
months. to go
Ghost
to-
Rider with Nick Cage, also another terrible early 2000s Marvel property. Although the second one was actually better than the first one. No shade to Eva Mendes.
Well, that's the thing. They got rid of everything except Nick Cage. Yeah.
But this issue
yeah.
was really good. No, sorry.
I mean, they definitely 90s this up with Cyborg Superman. I'm like, come on.
Oh yeah, and that's what I was going to ask you. So Superman came back with a mullet. So Cyborg Superman just had to copy him and have a mullet.
Nanotechnology, courtesy of Ray Palmer.
Well, remember we did the Coast City stuff. Like Superman destroyed that original body, so like I think he like regrew himself. So I don't know if he just regrew himself from fresh DNA. So was that mullet? So are we saying that mullet was imprinted on Superman's DNA for a few years there?
Listen. I don't even mind it because first he had the spit curl, right? It's like, let's try something new. Party, business in the front, party in the back. You know.
Hey man,
Oh
I
yeah.
had to keep that relationship with Lois fresh, man. It's like, hey, I died and came back and grew my hair out.
Yeah, and they'd only been married like a year, right?
No, I didn't. They were doing.
that
Wait,
near-death experience. Make you really rethink things.
oh no, he cut his hair. Oh no, he took the advantage, man. He lost his powers for that wedding. So yeah, that's when he cut his hair.
Oh. Nice.
How very Donner of him.
Well, that wasn't by choice. That was Final Night, which we'll get to.
Oh yeah.
When a great hero reignited the sun.
We'll get there.
At least
We'll
he
get
didn't fly around the earth and turn back time.
Oh.
So.
there. Turn time backwards. Hey, yeah, Superman gets to do it, but not Parallax, right?
That is not the worst thing in those movies, Lilith. I mean, throwing cellophane at Zod in them. Come on.
That was some super duper cellophane. Super cellophane.
Didn't he like shoot a ray blast out of his finger? It's like
I-
one quick phone call to DC. What are his powers?
Yeah.
Just
not
wait.
that.
They did it for the money. They didn't care. They knew it would sell.
We need the money. Gimme, gimme.
It was pre-crisis too. They were like, we can get away with anything.
That's right. No holds
Nobody
barred.
reads
Pre-crisis.
comics. They just want to watch a movie. They don't know.
Oh man, wait for that debate. I
And
don't
that's
care.
been the plot to every DC movie since. They don't freaking know. They don't read the books.
Wait till the Patreon. I am rigging that vote. I don't care. You and Charlie are going to debate Superman 3 and versus Superman 4. I do not care.
Bill's a crook. He's a crook. He's rigging the vote. You sure you're
Yeah,
not
but
from Philadelphia? I mean, Phil's
oh.
right in the name. Just saying.
No, I'm from Pittsburgh, Charlie. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Just saying. Philadelphia's been known.
No, a bunch
Kind
of
of
dead
like
people.
Chicago.
A bunch of dead people are going to vote, and we're going to get Superman 3 versus Superman 4.
I'm sure all you have to do is whisper to our lovely patrons, and they will do your dirty work.
Oh man, they let me down. I wanted that that 2003 Hulk movie on the list, but no, they had to pick Howard the Duck.
We
Thanks,
totally
Ray.
forgot because there's so many other things that are terrible. The
I
second
know.
one is terrible too. And that's
Oh,
the
hey.
one that's technically canon. So
Oh hey, Will, I know you haven't been going to the theater. I don't know if it's out now or it's about to come out. Eternals is about, if it's not out there already, it's about to hit Disney.
Yeah, I
Plus.
think it's. Yeah, I saw an ad for it on Disney Plus. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Is it
don't do
good?
it. Will.
Lilith is not giving me some confidence
I
here.
mean, how invested in the MCU are you? That's the question you should ask yourself.
Well, I've seen
It's better than
everything,
Inhumans,
literally.
but that's a low bar. It's better than Iron Fist, but again, a low bar.
Oh, I mean, I was gonna say, what's worse than Iron Fist?
Kind of
but,
boring. It's just boring for me.
I was gonna say, what's worse than Iron Fist? But I forgot Inhumans.
Oh, yeah.
Even
I did
Charlie
it in
Esser-
order.
Even Charlie Esser will defend Inhumans.
But if you can get through Thor: The Dark World, you can get through Eternals. It's much better than that. I will give it that.
That is the worst movie in the MCU, Thor: The Dark World. And I think I'd still
And I
take
don't
it over.
care that afterwards it connected to so much. It was an awful standalone movie as a movie.
I
Charlie.
agree, but I'd still take it over probably the Snyderverse.
Wait, hang on. I'm channeling Lilith here for a second. Don't feed the trolls. Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
True.
Don't feed
Oh my
the troll.
Did we put Man of Steel on the list or no?
No. I think
Oh my god! I knew my list would not load. That's why we were so off track. I had the whole
Well,
list. I had
we'll
it
do that.
highlighted, and it just wouldn't print.
we'll have to do another one next year because remember, I think we talked about Man of Steel, but we decided to go with Batman v Superman.
Oh, because Morbius, yeah, we have to have Morbius in general. You know what we should do next time? It's just break it down. Worst DC movie, worst Marvel movie, worst regular other superhero movie instead.
That's fine with me.
And then the next year after that, they all face off. That's how we should.
All right.
And more input from our team. I was so bummed nobody put in input.
Ew. And of course, the art on this was great. Of course, Daryl Banks. The art was great on
Daryl
this.
Banks, yeah.
I know. Look how crisp that is. Look at that. That's beautiful.
I was
That's
gonna say,
poster. Every page was a poster.
Thank you. I was about to say a poster. If that hasn't been made into a poster, Silver Surfer and Green Lantern facing off, that needs to be. Although they probably can't do that now because you can't find this anywhere because the rights.
Well, down for it. But Marvel's like, no, we're gonna stay away from you.
Oh, we don't get that stink on us.
It's like we worked with Sony, but that's where we draw the line.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say I have it in hardcover and stuff, but it's like I don't know. Is this in?
Thanks
can you
for
get
the
this?
shot.
Hey, you're welcome. No, can you get this in digital anywhere like Comixology or anything?
I don't know. Let me check.
Let me take a look. I think so. If
I thought
any
the
place is gonna have this Comixology.
Yeah. I was gonna say I didn't know if the crossover stuff if they actually let them do that or not. Because I know Marvel and
I
DC
think
don't
if
have.
it's before a certain year, there's not that much restriction on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, Lilith, we'll have to ask. Lilith, you know who we're gonna have to ask all the deets about the crossover, Mr. Chichester, because the next time we talk to him, we're gonna be talking to his Assassins issue, his Amalgam issue.
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, Chichester's gonna have all that info. Yes.
I don't see Green Lantern Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I don't see it on the. Oh, yeah, nope, I don't see it. Oh, bummer.
Right.
It wasn't on DC Finite?
No, I was gonna say I don't think Marvel Unlimited or DC Universe Finite have it.
Marvel has a real bad habit about crossovers just in general not being complete.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think the actual DC app has any of the crossovers either. I don't think. Because
You're
once again,
resourceful enough. You'll find a copy on Amazon, I'm sure.
yeah, I was gonna say I had this. I bought it new back in the day, and Ray was supposed to send us feedback, but I don't see any feedback.
He does
Ray,
like 3,000 podcasts. Leave that man alone.
I didn't ask him last night. He messaged me. He's like, "Oh, I have a copy." He's like, "I'm going to send you feedback." I was like, "Okay."
He probably fell asleep with Finn.
Well, I messaged him today. I said, "Hey, if you send me feedback, can you just shoot me a quick message so I can load it in?" He's like, "Okay." And then I'm looking at my email now. Nothing.
He was probably just, reading Batman or something.
Oh!
No, he's getting ready to prep because a contender has entered the ring for another Moon Knight podcast. So he's just polished up his podcast extra nice so he can be the original, always imitated but never duplicated. Just step his game up a little bit.
Keep your eyes open, Ray. Everyone's coming for the king.
If you hit the king,
that's a really nice package.
What?
If you hit the king, you better kill the king.
That's right.
The hard master.
That log alone. Good luck.
Exciting times to be a pimp.
All right.
Sex on the mind.
I knew it. He couldn't help it.
Okay, but like I said, Russell did send us feedback. You guys want to hear some Russell feedback?
How long is it?
He gave you about 4.5, Lil.
Oh, I thought. What is that? Fine, I'll allow it. Just this one time. Don't rest on your laurels, Russell.
All right, kids. So yes, here's some feedback from our friend Russell, not only a patron of ours, but host of Tomes of Evil, the supervillain podcast, and somehow, for some reason, he went into business with Noel Tate to do Trapped in the World, the Howard the Duck podcast now. Which is a good show. I just listened to the two. Well, I'm almost done with the second episode, but they mentioned Capes and Lunatics both times, so it's a good show. All right, so let's see what Kentucky Bluegrass had to say.
Hello there, Green Lantern Corps. This is Russell sending in my thoughts on Green Lantern Silver Surfer. This was really cool. I'm a big fan of Ron Mars's Silver Surfer run. Had him on Tomes of Evil recently, and it went really well. Hopefully we can have him back to talk some Green Lantern villains, and you guys are more than welcome to join us for that.
Tell him to come here, Russell.
But as for this, I first off got to say fantastic art by Daryl Banks and Terry Austin. The inks really pop on this, and Daryl Banks is a master. Of course, the Surfer looks different because it's not Ron Lim or Starlin or anything like that, but his Surfer is still very good. A little bit smoother, if that makes sense. This is kind of a typical crossover. I mean, yeah, the two good guys kind of get coerced into battling each other, but it's slightly different here in that usually in these like intercompany crossovers, it seems like the two characters' respective villains will team up and force the heroes against each other. But in this, the villains are also at odds with each other. My favorite little bits here were I like that Surfer and Parallax are kind of kindred spirits. They have a lot in common, and that's how Hal tempts Surfer to the dark side for a little bit.
Silver Surfer
It
was
was
a
awesome
fighty-
seeing Terrax. I love Terrax. One of my favorite
Of course, you do. Of course.
Heralds of Galactus, Fantastic Four foes. His brief appearance. And yeah, it was just nice to see Parallax and Thanos duke it out. I mean, to hell with seeing the two heroes fight it out. I was really thought that was awesome. There was a lot of very Starlin-esque moments in this, like when Hal and Thanos become like this godlike imprint onto the cosmos. That's very Starlin. Yeah, I mean, I really liked this. It was basic. There wasn't a whole lot of meat on the bones. I'm glad that he tried to create some nuances, some like some mythos to. Well, I mean, why would the Surfer join up with Hal? Of course, Kyle is just gullible as ever to go with Thanos, and I don't know if he had at this point. I think he had, but how did Kyle not see both Terrax and Thanos and be like, "Is that Darkseid?" Yeah, this was a fun ride. Not a whole lot of meat on the bone though. I really enjoyed it. I don't know what I'd give as a grade. I guess like a A minus. That's probably being a little bit generous, but I do love Ron Mars on both of these characters, and the art really sends it sky high, and it got bonus points for having the villains fight each other. So thanks, guys. I know I haven't been very consistent with sending my feedback, but I had to send some for this one. And happy 50th episode, guys! I always love listening. So I'm gonna hop on my on my evil Thanos chair and fly out of here. See ya.
All right, I'm watching the inbox because I just got a message from Ray. He was like, well, he said a bad
You shamed him.
he said a bad word. He said the S word. Then he's like, wait a minute, I forgot to send feedback. He's like, are you still on? I'm like, yeah, we're doing feedback. I'm like, can you send it
Just
now?
popped in.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he's at work or not. Because remember, it's the other side of the planet. I think he might be
I
at
know.
work.
Just go for a walk like he always does.
So I don't know how long that's going to take.
They encourage it in Australia because the government pays for their health care.
Universal health care? What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, I know he was whiny, Will, but you must have liked that Hal was able to go head to head with Thanos by himself.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know how
Ego.
you know how we feel about Thanos.
Well, Russell kept bringing up Starlin, and I like some of Starlin's stuff, but I'm like, oh, thank God it wasn't Starlin because I think from the Quantum Zone days, I think we can agree we don't want that a-hole Adam Warlock around coming in here.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you. He's
I
making a
know.
comeback.
Coming to the MCU, I know.
Yep.
Get ready for the cons to be filled with that guy.
But it's just like any story Starlin writes with Adam Warlock, he's the be all and nobody beats him. It's just he's very smug and arrogant and all powerful.
Kind of the trifecta. He's part of the trifecta. I agree.
Come on, Ray. Come on.
You can always tack it on the end, buddy.
Well,
Podcast exclusive.
that's right. Well, we can talk about what's coming up in the podcast in the coming weeks. While
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh yeah, what homework do we have?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you're gonna do the homework, Lil. All right.
I mean, if it doesn't have Kyle or Guy in it, I might.
Oh well, never mind.
Like,
Never
bad
mind. Next
news,
week,
babe.
never mind. Next week's cow. Oh, but I'm pretty sure I know what's coming up next. But there is some cow stuff, but some of it might tempt you, Lil Hellfire. If it'll open up, he'll.
Is it White Lantern Kyle? He's awesome.
No, because we
I
take
think
this.
he does yet. You
We
got
go
like
in
at
order,
least
yeah.
10 years before that.
Something like that. All right, 4 issues next time. All right, the first 2, Green Lantern 66 and 67, Kyle Rayner's first solo team up with Wally West, Lilith.
Okay, Wally will make them tolerable. Okay.
And then Green Lantern Annual 4 with more Parallax and Kyle. And I also tacked on Cal's appearance from Superman 105.
Digging deep, huh?
I remember that one.
That's something. Sure, what is that? Dreadnought and Siphon?
Kyle
Oh,
Rayner's the Jimmy Olsen of the Lantern Corps. There, I said it.
oh my! I'm waiting. Oh, there we go. Sent it to the wrong inbox. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm loading up Ray's feedback now. But Lilith, he apologizes. He said he only sent 2.5.
Russell beat him with the 4.5. Oh, these men. they
Whoa,
definitely need some
whoa,
work.
That's right, Russell. You were longer this time. So. Let's see. All right. So take me a second here.
Oh yeah, Lilith. Thanks again for pointing out the Green Lantern Corps Funkos. Those are
Oh,
cool.
you got your little 3-pack.
Yeah, I got Chip and Guy Gardner and Kilowog.
Nice.
Aren't they so cool?
No,
Are
Gnor.
you going to take them out?
Hey,
Yeah, of course. I
I'm
just
an
haven't done it
inbox
yet.
collector, but
Yeah. Well, I'll have to take them
they
out.
look good in the 3-pack.
I know
They
she almost
do.
told me when I took mine out.
I need to get the Jon Stewart. I'm going to have to find a Hal Jordan one of these days, but I don't want to spend like a small fortune on Hal Jordan.
Yeah, it's like $150 right now at eBay. I always occasionally just like, yeah, I got to complete the line here.
Yeah, what kind of world
Yeah.
are we living in? I see expensive Funkos. It's like Hal Jordan and Moon Knight are like $100 or more. I swear to God.
Hey, nobody tell them about Arachnid. Because I still got my eye on that one. I need it to be under $15.
Oh wait, the Arachnite.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Yep. Right next to Ben Riley over there. Scarlet Spider. Okay,
Don't
we're ready.
tell them.
I know. Are we ready for Ray's feedback? Now that he finally sent it in.
You bet.
All right, so okay, kids. It's been a minute, but yes, finally we have some feedback again from Ray. Do you want the song, Will?
No, we don't have time. Just play the feedback.
Okay. Yes, Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast, and To Know Where's
The
the Fear.
original.
That's right. And in To Know Where's the Fear, the Spider-Woman podcast, and Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. All right, here we go.
Hello,
He's
Phil
walking.
and Will. Just dropping in some feedback for. Geez, I forgot to send some in. I read Green Lantern, Silver Surfer, Unholy Alliances just recently, and I just wanted to say I really enjoyed it. Every time I listen, or every time I read Green Lantern, kind of makes me really want to follow it. So I might have to dig into some more of your episodes, just get some more recommendations.
Peer pressure.
Because for one, I think it was Banks's art. I really did enjoy his artwork. He drew Silver Surfer and Kyle Rayner pretty well. And two, the story was really enjoyable. I mean, it was pretty simple. Basically, with these things between Marvel and DC, they always have these very on-the-nose parallels. And so I liked how Kyle Rayner and Norrin were up against Thanos and Parallax, but they kind of swapped their enemies, that sort of stuff. There are a lot of parallels between them, and so especially Thanos with wanting to court death, Parallax wanting to kind of bring life back. So it kind of worked really well between them. One of the things I always find with the Silver Surfer, they always kind of depower him a little. Not always, but it just seems quite common because he's so powerful. Again, they've done that here. So I was just a little bit disappointed that he wasn't at his best when Parallax kind of absorbed most of his energy. But I did see, I did enjoy the when he kind of gets souped up with all that cosmic power towards the end. That was fun. Just absorbed it. I was hoping that he would do something with it, but it was great that he was like a cosmic battery and just absorbed it. So I really enjoyed it. Sorry, I'm rushing it a little because I know you're recording right now, but yeah, I'd give this a firm 8 out of 10. I'd love to get it. It's quite expensive on eBay, but if I do come across it, I will definitely be picking it up because I did enjoy also the Superman Silver Surfer crossover too. So this one was just as fun, I thought, and it had a nice bunch of action scenes. Anyway, I'll leave it there. So hopefully you can get this in time. All right, see ya.
Thank you, Ray.
And
Thanks,
that's
Ray.
how it's done.
Oh, quick in and out, right, Will?
Hey,
No,
Ronald
yeah,
comes here. It's bedtime.
We are? All right. But no, he mentioned that Silver Surfer Superman crossover. I haven't read that in a long time, but I think that was Mixed
Super long
Pitalick
time.
and Impossible Man. Yeah, what?
That's in a super long time.
All right, so.
Well, I'm just cruising eBay real quick to look. It's anywhere from here's $2.50 with $8.95 shipping, all the way up to
well, he's in
$100.
Australia too.
Yeah,
That
he's in
shipping's
Australia.
$60.
Yeah. Shipping's probably $900 down to Australia now.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I was gonna say, Will.
I know exactly how much it is. It's not actually possible right now unless you use UPS and not the USPS. So, I'm actually holding on to a package for someone because I don't want to spend $100 to ship it down there right now. And they are very understanding.
Package every other day.
And they're very understanding about not making me shell out $100.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
30.
Ray says,
Yep.
yeah, for them it's at least $30 in postage. Yep.
Like, you can find really cool collectibles in Australia, but the shipping, it always bums me. I'm like, oh, Australia! Oh! Then you have to wait like 9 weeks.
Yeah.
We can retire today. We just need to invent a teleporter.
That would be pretty darn awesome.
Even if it didn't move living things, as long as it moved.
Mother boxes.
Oh, no, good ones. All right, are we done here?
Green Lantern rings?
Yeah.
Quantum bands? That's what
Oh, yes, Ray. He said it wasn't
Me as a guest star on an episode, Ray. Thanks a lot, buddy.
This little Hellfire, some of you may have heard of her. I don't know.
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
My God, I swear you two are like brother and sister.
Because Ray likes it hard and Ray likes it long. Ray's not gonna hear this.
Yeah, Russell was longer than you tonight, Ray.
Does Russell like it long? Does Russell like it hard?
Well, Russell is the youngest, so
Oh,
Talking about me is so natural for Ray.
anyways, yeah, let's get out of here. All right, so
on that note,
thank you to 2 of our 3 patrons, Russell and Ray, for the feedback. Yes, thank you for helping us celebrate the 50th episode. Thank you, Lilith Hellfire, for showing up and poo-pooing all over Hal Jordan.
Anytime, boys. I heard you like to party.
That's not till the drops. I mean, yeah. That's not till the plugs.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
All right, kids. So yes, if you want to, and you already got the homework, so if you want to send feedback or you want to send feedback on Green Lantern Silver Surfer, me and Will will discuss it next time. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Sector 2814 on Facebook, on Twitter. Find the Green Lantern fan group on Facebook. So find links to all the social medias, all the fan groups, links to this YouTube. See the scorn and love Hellfire's eyes. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. See, look, Will hold up that 3-pack of Funkos. My precious.
Precious.
So yes, subscribe to the YouTube, but most importantly, if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon, like our patrons Russell and Ray, who you heard tonight, and Justin. Again, $3 to $5.
Buy a Thanos copter with it.
Exactly. Not even have to put these podcasts on yet. Anyway, but yes, but $3 to $5 gets you the exclusive content, the creator interviews, the Mr. DG Chichester is there every month with me and Lilith, and again, superhero movie brackets are about to begin, so don't miss a second of that. When we pit the 1990 Captain America movie against something. That's the Marvel movie we picked that got the most votes, Will, is 1990 Captain America.
Well,
yeah.
And deservedly so, probably.
Skull, I know. So yes, if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon or pick yourself up with Capes and Lunatics or Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find it all at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And we haven't forgotten about you. If you want to follow Matt Kona right now on every social media, find him at Matt Kona, MATTKONA.
He gives me his bone.
And since she's here,
I heard he was building a Boston's pizza in actually in Boston. So that's what he was up
I thought they were Boston pizza owners.
No, he's completing his 90s comic collection.
The yin to Darkhawk's yang.
That's a great
See you later, bunkies.
All right, guest of the show, Lilith Hellfire. Where can people find you on the intranets?
If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lil Hellfire, on Instagram at Lil Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok, making the spicy comments at Lil Hellfire69.
Superior puss.
This is a Marvel podcast.
You mean DC?
This isn't a Marvel podcast.
Oh, who's here? Thanos is here.
Shut your filthy
Oh,
mouth.
fine.
All right. Well, Mr. Will, Master of the Core, Master of the Quantum Zone, Master of the Crossover Division. Where can people find you and your works?
You can find me at Walred. That's at WALLRED. Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and all those places. You can find Crossover Division at crossoverdivision.com. We got 2 issues out, and the third one has just been funded on Kickstarter, so it's going to be coming soon.
Yay!
And then you can also find some of my work at Diary of Night, diaryofnight.com. And because Quasar's awesome and should have beaten the Silver Surfer, give me some nucks. There we go. There we go. You can find all kinds of cool information out about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org. I'll put it in my navel.
Just don't sprinkle any fun particles on it.
He goes limp in my grip. I hope it's going somewhere nice. They aren't even attempting to enter our orifices.
And you thought you had an ego, Lil Hellfire?
I am God.
That was a read-through, man. That was a read-through.
I know.
You're going to get me canceled.
It's a bit of a heel turn.
Just a bit.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us for episode 50. Again, Lil Hellfire will be back at least in 50 episodes when we do. Well, no. She'll be back before then because what is that, in April, we're going to do a crossover for the first 4 issues of JLA.
That's right. Yep. The most dangerous man on the planet.
And again, there'll be another crossover when we hit episode 100 here. And who knows, maybe we could talk her in episode 69.
Maybe.
All right, kids, come back next time. And remember, our patrons were on here comparing sizes.